Yeah. Yeah. You might want to think of starting a new profession in the meantime. No, I don't know.
How about live stream engineering? Hey folks, how you doing? Hopefully you are safe, and if you are at home, good for you, and I hope that everything in your family is doing well. Of course, it's me, just Dave, back with another one of these Cal Country Quarantine shows. It seems to me like life is starting back up again in some capacities, but for musicians, it's been a whole nother experience, and we're going to go to a few of those right now. It is KP and Johnny from the HawtThorns. How you guys doing?
Hi, we're
Dave,
so good.
How's it going?
Wow, what a beautiful sunset you have behind you. Are we that far away in time zones?
Yeah, we're in Hawaii now.
It actually looks like, it's funny. It's like we're on the road, but we're not on the road. We're just to the side here.
I think this background is actually taken on the way back to LA a couple of weeks ago and through the desert.
Oh yeah, through
that's where I took it. Or New Mexico or
New Mexico, yeah.
Oh, so you guys, I mean, you're currently in Nashville. Clearly, you still are residing in California. And then when we were signing on, you told me that you had just gotten back from California. So what's life been like for you lately?
Well, lately we've been sitting pretty still. But we have a place in LA, a little apartment, and we also have a place in Nashville. So our plan was, before all this chaos kind of started, we were going to be on tour a lot. And that was the purpose for getting the Nashville place in the first place, was just to be able to have a home base on this side of the country. It would make it a lot easier to tour from. And since those days are kind of pushed back for a while, we've been camping out here in Nashville in this little house and gardening. But
now that you're grounded, it seems, once you've released, because I know you guys have new music that's out, it just seems that everybody, after releasing new music, goes and tours off the strength of that record. So how are we adapting to that?
We'll let you know when we find out.
Yeah,
but
please.
I think for us, what we're going to do, because we did have some tunes in the can, we have a few more tunes that are all ready to go. We're just going to keep releasing one every 4 to 6 weeks and just build that online presence and build on the foundation of what we had done at the end of last year, and try to keep it going as much as possible. And hopefully some new opportunities will present themselves. Hopefully some certain things will get worked out, and maybe there will be some live venue shows that are maybe less capacity, that are also live streamed, and maybe a subscription type thing. Like, I've been talking to a bunch of the venues, and there's one in particular in North Carolina that we were going to play. We were supposed to play the beginning of May, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to go to half capacity and a streaming, get super good sound quality so that people can log on, pay a few bucks, and get a great concert. And that's what I hope we can start to see.
That's interesting, because the production of what we're used to, I think the business model of what we're used to has changed forever. People are doing online shows. Of course, there's quite a bit of money and being either raised or tipped throughout these things. So I kind of feel like, in some sense, we may never go back to the way it was. We may be streaming and having to do this. I don't know about obligation, but just because it's so habitual now, it just seems that this is the way things will be.
I need to have the power of the music, the performance, just the energy of a room.
I mean, think about the times that you've been in a room where you've been in, you're watching somebody that you love to perform. Mm-hmm. And I'll never forget this time I was at the Will Turn, and it was Elvis Costello, and the power went out during his performance, and he stood there and in the dark and came out to the front of the stage and just sang loudly a cappella, and everybody was as quiet as they could be, and I had chills all over. I want that again.
I know. I'm not defending it solely. I mean, yes, I want to be out there. I mean, I always talk about how I just miss somebody just setting a drink down on the bar for me and requesting, just that simple gesture is just something I miss greatly.
I mean, yeah, that saved me a lot of money in drinks. I mean, now I have to pay for myself. What am I going to do?
So let me ask you, because you guys said that you're going to be rolling out this rollout plan of music you've got stored up here. How much of it was done before the shutdown? And then as music videos are coming out, how are you continuing to get that product out there while we're locked in? Are you still making it?
We have a handful of songs recorded that are worthy of people listening to, I think, that we're going to be rolling out. And I mean, as far as the video thing, we did the Memphis Rain video. We were here in Nashville, and we thought let's put a single out, touring stop. So let's figure something out. And we love the song anyway. It's an Aaron Lee Tashin song. And so we drove to Memphis because it's only 2.5 hours from here. And, the streets are relatively empty.
Yeah.
And we just took our iPhone and recorded things that inspired us and then ran it through the 8mm app. And Johnny edited it together. We just did it together. So
there is a schedule that you need to maintain. I mean, you're sort of your own manager and artist and things like that. Are you guys trying to stay sane or maintaining a schedule, looking ahead, either making the best of what you do now or just looking ahead at what we have coming up here when we're all released?
Well, speaking for myself personally, I've done music pretty much full time for many, many, many years.
I know this is
so having some sort of schedule. You got to have something. You can't just sleep until 12 and then dilly dally around. You have to have a writing schedule, a practice schedule, some sort of focus of what you're going to do. So for me, I try. I do my thing in the morning and the afternoon, and then I have to do yard work after that.
I'm the same way, dude. Every morning, right out that door, there's just my tomatoes and peppers and all that stuff.
Right.
So
we've become great gardeners.
Right. But
we have green thumbs now.
I imagine
it's peaceful.
When I first did, I had regular daytime jobs and stuff. And when I started doing music full time, it is kind of a shock that you have to kind of propel yourself to keep a schedule. So I imagine for some people, it might be a little bit of a shock or change. But for us, it wasn't that bad.
Because we've always been pretty much freelancing and always done a lot of different things in the music biz.
Yeah. You got
I
a lot
had
going on.
A project that I was working on with Adrian Isom from Nocona. We've been working on now for the past couple of years. We've been working on a documentary on the Palomino Club.
Mm-hmm.
And we were just ramping up to get a lot of the interviews done, and that had to come to a complete halt. So that was a bummer too. But we'll get back to it.
Yeah, I think it just takes a little creativity about how we're all gonna, do our work, and a little patience. I don't know how much frustration you guys have had going live, but man, it's so many nitpicky things that artists have to do. You have to be your own IT person nowadays.
It's terrible for us who aren't IT people. We're not. Every time we go live, because we don't really bicker much, but we bickered then.
Yeah,
right?
It's a lot of
because it's like
pressure.
wait, you have to share it 3 times first, and then and pin your comment, and plus you have to make the lighting look good, and you have to make sure it sounds good.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
There's a lot of little details. It's not nothing.
I did one with my guitar player for Gillies, and that was another source of anxiety. Was adding a person that was 6 feet away, and also and it was just
right.
My gosh, I'm not cut out for this, but I love doing it. Look, I've got the lighting right here. It's ready for me. Yeah. So, everything's.
We've been doing a live stream with Rosie Flores every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's like a 3-song live stream. And by the time she's on her 3rd song, we finally have it all shared in the right places, because it just takes, the internet gets slow and all the things. So there's a lot there's a lot, and I feel for everybody out there who's trying to do this stuff, because I know everybody's just trying to keep it going, and we want to have a music business. We want to art needs to happen. Music has to happen. These people have written our favorite songs, and they've made us happy through our whole lives, and we need them. We need them in our lives. We need them to be successful and viable. Yeah,
it's craziness how, I mean, yes, I know I want to get back out there too, but I want my artists, especially my old ones that I have been following my entire lives, I want them to be alive, and I want it to be safe enough so I can see them again. I mean, that's sort of my thing. And then we keep in mind, I mean, live touring, all those things, whether you limit the capacity or not, I mean, we're among the last to get back out there again and start working.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a while.
Yeah. Yeah. You might want to think of starting a new profession in the meantime. No, I don't know.
How about live stream engineering? Or, it seems that we're all getting good at that.
Big demand.
So where can we see you guys online, at least, until we can see you in person?
Well, if you just follow us on the Facebook, it's The HawtThorns Music. On Facebook, it's with 2 T's, HawtThorns music. Then we'll be posting our live streams and stuff.
Well, I hope you guys do well. I wish you nothing but health and safety, and of course, good luck out there as you fully transition to Nashville. And the weather, is it looking okay? I know it's been hairy.
It's been scary sometimes, and we had the tornadoes and stuff, but I can't believe how beautiful it is out there. Every morning we just wake up and look around at all these trees, and the birds are singing, and it's just a little bit of paradise, I have to say. Yeah, we're coming into summer. It was kind of cold a couple weeks ago, but when we got back here, but it's coming in the summer very nice right now. Really beautiful out.
That's great, man. Well, I got to get back out on the yard, so I will let you guys do the same thing.
Trim those roses.
Yes.
All right, the HawtThorns, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot, you guys.